Every year, millions of people flock to the dirtiest, busiest, and loudest places on earth. It's not to buy a $17 soda. It's not to stand in one line, then another line, and then another line. It's not even to get thrown up on. It's to ride roller coasters. The thrill of riding a roller coaster has only been around for a few hundred years, yet many of us are entirely mesmerized by them. Roller coasters play on our human emotions, providing us with a thrilling and exhilarating feeling. Join me on this roller coaster of a speech as we first hear the story of the history of roller coasters. Then we will free fall into the science used in a roller coaster's design, before finally looping through the thrill of the sensations and the safety in a roller coaster. It's story time. Once upon a time, the Russians invented this thrilling device we now call the roller coaster. They created long, steep, wooden slides covered in ice. Some were as high as 70 feet. Roller coasters, known as Russian mountains back in the day, were popular there for the 16th and 17th centuries. According to a PBS article, A Century of Screams, published in June 2017. Riders then shot down the slope on slides made of wood or ice blocks, crash landing into a sand pile. The French one-upped the Russians by building the first wheeled coaster, and by 1817, there were 2 coasters in France, both of which featured cars locked to the track. The French also built the world's first looping coaster in Finskedi Gardens. An early attempt to bring a similar ride to the US in 1848 failed because of an accident during the trial run. It would fall to an American inventor named Lamarcus Thompson to revolutionize the amusement industry in the US, earning him the title of Father of the American Roller Coaster. The Mauch-Chunk Switchback Railway, which was more of a runaway train than a modern coaster, is considered to be the forefather of today's roller coaster. It was built in the mountains of Pennsylvania in the mid-1800s. The track, which was originally built to send coal to a railway, was reconfigured as a scenic tour. For just a nickel, tourists got a leisurely ride up to the top of the mountain, followed by a wild, bumpy ride back down. Over the next 30 years, these scenic rides continued to thrive and were then joined by wooden roller coasters similar to the ones we know today. These coasters became the main attraction at popular amusement parks throughout the United States, such as Kennywood Park in Pennsylvania, Coney Island in New York, and Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. By the 1920s, roller coasters were in full swing, with some 2,000 rides in operation nationwide. Today, there are over 2,400 coasters in the world, mentioned in a USA Today article published in July 2017. Now that we know the story of the history of roller coasters, get ready to free fall into the science used in roller coasters' design. Roller coasters have many interesting design features and elements that intrigue riders and make them eager to ride again. According to Engineering Thrills, the science behind roller coasters, published in February 2016, roller coasters are driven almost entirely by inertial, gravitational, and centripetal force, all manipulated in the service of a great ride. Amusement parks keep upping the ante, building faster and more complex coasters, but the fundamental principles at work remain the same. From the moment the ride starts until the moment it ends is called airtime. Airtime has a strange effect on your body because it is not completely solid. Our bodies are composed of many loosely connected parts. A report published by Marcus Allen titled Physics World states that when your body is accelerated, each part is accelerated individually. The seat pushes on your back, the muscles in your back push in nearby organs, and those organs push in even more organs. This is why we can feel the ride with our whole body. Everything inside is being pushed around. Our bodies can't feel velocity at all, they can only feel the change in velocity, which is called acceleration. To better explain, feeling acceleration means that you experience a sensation when speeding up or slowing down, but not when moving at a constant speed, no matter how fast that speed is. On a roller coaster, all sorts of visual cues complement this full body sensation of acceleration. The upside down turns, dizzying heights, and passing structures. On a roller coaster, the only reason that you know that you are moving fast is that the support structure is whipping past you at top speed and the air is rushing in your face. Roller coaster designers make sure to create plenty of tight fits and near misses to make you feel like you are rocketing through this structure at out of control speeds. With the free fall of sides behind us, it's time to loop through the thrill of the sensations and the safety in a roller coaster. When we are strapped in with nothing to hold on to but a bar in front of us, our fight or flight response is activated, signaling the adrenaline rush. Those who favor roller coasters tend to experience joy, happiness, excitement, and satisfaction, as this is what they want to feel. Therefore, the psychological effect is positive. Roller coasters trigger the body's fight or flight response. This response releases adrenaline and increases heart rate and breathing. Per the article titled How Roller Coasters Works, published in January 2024. This can lead to a feeling of euphoria or a natural high. Roller coasters are designed to make riders feel like they have lost control, which can trigger a state of alertness and exhilaration. A few roller coaster riders report that they have experienced mental health benefits, such as reduced anxiety and increased feelings of happiness and self-confidence. How does a roller coaster produce anxiety, you might be asking? Well, it's because of the adrenaline rush, which causes faster heart rate, faster breathing, and dilated pupils, which momentarily alleviate anxiety by preparing our bodies for action. Yet other riders report that they have experienced a benign masochism, which is a feeling of fear-related sensations while knowing that they are still safe. Speaking of safety, the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, also known as the IAAPA, regulate roller coasters in North America as well as Europe. There are multiple insurance companies and private safety firms that help regulate roller coasters in the U.S. Inspections include a thorough set of internal mechanical, electrical, and design operational safety checks and standards. Based on the IAAPA's publication, there are 3 main safety features that every roller coaster should take into consideration. The block brake system is a system of sensors around the track that prevent trains from colliding. This is a very important feature, otherwise roller coasters would crash into each other simultaneously. The second main feature is ride operator instructions. They provide verbal, recorded announcements at the beginning of every ride. Please properly fasten your safety harnesses and make sure your hands and feet are inside the car at all times. Enjoy the ride. The last main safety feature is the posted rules. Amusement parks post rules for riders to follow while they are riding the coaster, such as obeying ride restrictions, staying seated, securing loose items, not trying to retrieve lost items, and finally, using the grab bars. Today, we experienced this roller coaster of a speech by first hearing the story of the history of roller coasters, then free falling into the sides used in a roller coaster's design, before finally looping through the thrill of the sensations and the safety in a roller coaster. And now that we have safely returned to the platform, we can decide if we should head off to buy that $17 soda. Or maybe we'll strike up a conversation with one of our roller coaster loving friends. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll get in line over there to ride again. Because you know what they say, life is like a roller coaster.